Throughout World War II, paratroopers gained a reputation as some of the most courageous and resourceful soldiers. Their job was simple to explain, but super dangerous to do. Jump behind enemy lines, grab important spots, mess up the enemy's communications, and hang on until help showed up. Doing this took a lot of guts, careful planning, and being okay with total confusion. By the end of the war, they had demonstrated their significance, altering the course of major battles and transforming modern combat. When the war started, using airborne troops was still a pretty new idea. The Soviet Union had played around with it in the 1930s, but Germany was the first to really use paratroopers in big numbers. When they invaded Denmark, Norway, Belgium, and the Netherlands, the German Fallschirmjäger showed how shocking these airborne attacks could be. Their most well-known early mission was in 1941 during the Battle of Crete. Thousands of German paratroopers dropped onto the island in a huge airborne invasion. They did take Crete, but they lost so many people that Hitler decided not to do any more big airborne attacks for the rest of the war. Even so, that mission showed that paratroopers could catch the enemy off guard and mess up even strong defenses. The Allies noticed that airborne troops could be a game changer, so the US and Britain put a lot of money into training top-notch paratroopers, focusing on making them super tough, independent, and ready to take charge. These soldiers were supposed to fight even if they were cut off and surrounded, without much support. That's why their training was so brutal. Lots of long hikes, jumps in the dark, and drills meant to copy the chaos of real combat. Their first big test was in North Africa and Sicily. There, airborne units helped the Allies push into Europe. The Sicily operation in 1943 was a mess. Guys were dropped all over the place, there were friendly fire accidents, and the wind was crazy. But it did show how tough airborne troops were. Even when they landed far from where they were supposed to, small groups of paratroopers got back together. They went after enemy spots and caused chaos all over the island. This ability to roll with the punches became a key part of what made airborne forces special. D-Day, June 6, 1944, was the big day for Allied paratroopers. Before the sun came up on the Normandy invasion, American and British airborne troops jumped into France, which was held by the enemy at the time. Their job was to grab bridges, take out German guns, and stop troop support from getting to the beaches. The drops were all over the place again, but they got the job done. Paratroopers took control of important roads behind Utah Beach, kept hold of Sainte-Mère-Église, a key town, and messed up German defenses just enough for the beach landings to work. People agree that what they did on D-Day was one of the best airborne missions ever. Later that year, paratroopers were key in Operation Market Garden. This was a big plan to grab bridges in the Netherlands and make a path into Germany. Even though the whole thing didn't work out because the German army fought hard and there were supply issues, these troops were really determined. They held their ground way longer than anyone thought they could. Back in December 1944, during the Battle of the Bulge, US paratroopers showed what they were made of again. The 101st Airborne Division was stuck in Bastogne, but they kept fighting off German attacks until help showed up. Their tough defense became a legend and showed how tough airborne soldiers could be. By the end of World War II, paratroopers were known as the best of the best, able to change the course of a battle. These wins cost a lot, but their impact on the war can't be denied. They showed that being fast, surprising the enemy, and being bold could do things that regular armies couldn't. Their story still shapes how airborne forces work all over the world now.